Hello, everyone. Welcome to live stream number 4 in our Nano journey. My name is Tanya, and I am a self-published or independent author, depending on which term you want to go with. And I've been writing for more than 11 years. If this is your first time, well, thanks for stopping by and joining me on this sprint. So today is Saturday, November 14th, the 14th day of Nano. And today, by the end of today, if you're doing your daily word count, Hello, everyone. Now it's saying I'm live. I was talking there for a few moments, but it kind of cut out on me, so I don't know how much you've seen. Anywho, I'll start over just in case you didn't see the beginning. My name is Tanya, and I'm a self-published / independent author, depending on which term you prefer to go with. I've been writing for more than 11 years, and yes, thank you for joining me on this Nano journey. So today is November 14th, the 14th day of Nano, and if you're following a daily word count, we should be at 23,338 words by the end of today. If you're not there yet, that's okay. We still have 2 weeks to accomplish our 50K goal. So where are you at? Leave a little comment and let me know what your word count is at. Currently, I am at 29,412. Today I've already written, well, almost 2,000 words. So, yay, productivity. All right, so I know that there is a monstrous dash going on right now. A lot of people are doing live streams for Nano, and they're linked together in this big playlist. I think I missed the ship on that one, so I'm not sure how many viewers we will get. But if you come by, I will be very happy. So I'm just going to give it a couple minutes and see if anybody pops in. So far, I don't think we really have many people. Oh, somebody's jumped in. Leave a comment, introduce yourself, let me know who's here. And I will wait for a couple people before we get started on our sprint timer. Right, so my plan is to do 20-minute timers today. I have done 25 in the past, but it doesn't work for everybody. So I am going to try 20-minute timers and 5 to 8 minute breaks in between. Hello, Story Tyrant. Welcome. Welcome. I know there's a couple other people that may be joining us, but for now it is just us. So shall we do this? As you can see, I've been kind of reorganizing my desk and my background. Got some candles going here. The castle's all lit up with a candle in the background. Just trying to change it up a little bit and play with the background. So, Story Tyrant, how many words are you at overall since the beginning of Nano? I am at 29,412, and I've already written close to 2,000 words already this morning. I was following this big playlist of author tubers who are hosting live streams for the Nano journey. Yeah, it's pretty much going for, I think it's 19 hours, and I think they're calling it like a 10K sprint. Yes, so I did get to check out a couple of the streams this morning, and it was really great. Otherwise, we'll see if anybody joins us. Not too sure. So while you are looking at your word count, I'm just going to get my screen set up so we can get moving with our timers. I don't want to spend a ton of time in between. I want to be productive, because that is the goal of today, is to be productive. So I can't put the timer on the screen because I have yet to play with that. So I'm just going to have it on my screen, and I'll let you know when the timer's up, and I'll let you know when we're close to the finish line so that you can wrap it up. All right, are you ready? On your marks, get set, go. 2, 1. Ding. All right, timer is up. Pencils down, as they would say in the old days. But we don't have pencils. At least I'm not using a pencil. I'm writing on the computer. And hello to Sky. Hello, Sky Edwards. Nice to meet you. Thank you for joining. What is your word count at? Story Tyrant, how many words did you get? Put a little message in there. I got 302. I guess it's not that terrible. I normally try to get 400 words per sprint. That's my goal per sprint. But yeah, only 300, so I guess that's better than nothing. I think a sprint earlier this morning, I only got 26 words. So this is much better. Just kind of a heads up if you hear some people talking in the background. It's just my kids. Anywho, so I'm going to put a little 5-minute timer on here so we have a 5-minute break in between. Kind of refresh your brain, get some water or whatever else you're drinking. I know it's kind of early to be drinking, but you never know. Hey there. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks, Flash University. I hope yours is going well as well. Yes. It's Trinda. Hello, Trinda. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I could go for a drink as well. Drink is good. No, it's kind of early. I could probably go for some dill pickle chips, though, because dill pickle chips are the bomb. So, Miss Trinda, are you doing Nano this year? And if not, what are you working on? And were you Sky Edwards? You've got a couple accounts then, I guess. Right on. So we've got 3.5 minutes before the next 20-minute sprint. So Trinda is actually the one that got me involved on YouTube and the AuthorTube community. And Story Tyrant is the one who's guided me the most during my writing journey. She's kind of a mentor, and she leads our writing group, or has led our writing group. Things have changed with COVID, though, so we're kind of more of a group gathering. Trinda is trying to get herself organized. It is not going well. I am sorry to hear that, but I think it happens to all of us. I've had those moments as well where you're just kind of stuck in between things. You don't know what you're working on, or maybe life gets in the way, because that happens often, especially with 2020 being what it is, because 2020 is fun. Yes. Yeah, I don't really have as much to talk about today. Yesterday we did 2 live streams that lasted about 2 hours, and we did 25-minute sprints. We had quite a few people watch and join us. And then on Thursday, we also did some more. Now, I think that this is kind of good because it gives you the brain break in between the sprints. But on Remembrance Day, I think I wrote about 7,500 words in total. Yesterday, it was about 3,500. Today, I think I'm over 2,000. I've got 29,714 words out of 50,000. So I'm over the halfway hump, which is a huge one to get over. 3,000 projects on the go. And 2020, 300% didn't help. Yeah, I agree. Actually, you know, it's funny though, I'm more productive in 2020 than I have been in any other year. So I'm okay that way. But I can definitely understand how it can affect people. I'm going to turn my little vibration thing off on my phone here. Oh, it's my writing group notification saying that our writing group is starting right away. Well, here it is. This is our writing group today. All right, we got 1 minute left. Well, I'm glad to see you joining us today. It's been a while since we've talked. I know that, again, life has a way of keeping everybody tied up with other things. And there is Story Tyrant saying hello to Trinda. Yes, it has been some time since we've all gotten together and gathered. I miss those days, yes. Tyra misses it. Tyrant, Story Tyrant. I love your channel name, by the way. It is absolutely awesome. We have 30 seconds left, so I hope that you're ready for another 20-minute sprint. And yes, well, hopefully we get some more people joining us soon, and if not, I'm sure somebody will watch it later. So we got 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I wasn't counting fast enough. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, there's the timer. Okay. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Okay, well, I'm not counting like fast enough because now there's 10 seconds. And time is up. Put your pencils down, put your fingers down off your keyboard. Okay, I am going to let Miss Story Tyrant join us here. Hello, Miss Story Tyrant. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. Okay. And put your fingers down off your keyboard. Okay, I am going to let the story. What's going on? Why can I hear myself? Hello, Miss Story Tyrant. Welcome. It's playing somewhere over there, is it?
Oh, one moment, please.
And put your
Yes, it was playing on my computer.
That was fun. Look, Scarlett says,
"Hi, how are you doing?"
Hey, Tyra. It feels like a reunion almost. You know, we got Trinda, we got Scarlett, we got Story Tyrant, Tanya's in the house. Okay, anyways, sorry, that was really lame. I'm just going to play with these screens here and see what we prefer. Do we want this?
Yes.
Do we want...
Be smaller.
No, I don't. No.
Okay.
Okay, this? How's that? Closer or further? Okay, this is too much fun. Okay, I should really stop that. I'm good, just waking. You guys are keeners. You know what? I had full intentions of sleeping in today. However, I was woken up by my youngest, who was having problems with the TV. So I'm going to put on an 8-minute timer so we have a bit of time to chat and have a little bit of a break. And then I will set another 20-minute timer after the 8 minutes is up. That way we can stay productive. So how many words did everybody get on that last sprint? How much did you get, Tyrant?
I don't know. At least 75, if not more. 1 second. I have to put this down. I have to go and I have to put this down.
Just thinking.
Moment, please. I got. Oops, too far.
It's possible. I'm finding that more and more lately I say words wrong. So if it was me, then yeah, I could say that I did that.
214.
214. Good job. That's awesome. That is very awesome. I need coffee and to finish the current newsletter. Oh, is that for Lake Winnipeg Writers Group?
I got to figure out page layout.
Yes. I don't know what's going on there.
Maybe I should have asked Trinda. Maybe Trinda knows about LibreOffice. Yeah, you do? Okay, so I put the header into the main body. How do I stop that? I adjusted the page size for our voices.
Oh, I think the was for, she's working on the Voices newsletter. Oh. And I need to make an ad for Tyra still. Okay, so I got in touch with Tiffany, the editor, and I let her know that I'm going to get a video ready for her. Like, I'm not too sure what we're supposed to put in the video. I'm thinking that it is about, reading part of the story. So I'm going to read part of Red River Man, which won second place in the Right on the Lake contest. So I'll probably read a part of that and introduce myself, I guess, and then I have to find a way to send it to her. It's probably going to be a large file, so I'm sure I can like zip it or something, or I don't know. I've never zipped a video before, but we'll try something, see what happens. All right, so that sprint, I got 977 words out of my 400 goal.
Wow.
So it's not too bad. Say that again. Okay. I know a little. Spelling mistake. Okay, it's supposed to be you reading. I'm planning on doing one eventually. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought it was. So I'll just do a brief little, hey, I'm Tanya, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll pull out Red River Man and do a little bit of reading.
Can
Put
we
it
read
on
the
Google Drive. Put it on Google Drive and send a link, or make it private on your YouTube channel and send a link. Oh, that's a great idea. Can she download a video from YouTube? Like, can she download it and merge it with other videos? Or I wonder if it's better to send it through. I don't have a Google Drive. I've never tried it anyways. I'll have to learn how to do that, I suppose. Anyways, what were you going to say, Tyra?
I forgot.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I like to talk.
Good. It's good.
This we know. If you know me at all, I like to talk and be silly.
I can't criticize. I can't.
So Trinda doesn't think that, I'm guessing that's referring to downloading right from YouTube, but I'm thinking we can figure out, yeah, there's got to be a workaround somewhere. That's the same thing that Tiffany said. She says, you know what, if you can't find a way to like condense the file so you can send it to me, then let me know. And she goes, she'll find a way to get it done. The drive for sure. Okay, yeah, so maybe I'll check that out. I'll try to zip it first. I don't know if you can. I don't know if that's going to make a difference, because I know they can do like that WinZip or whatever. I'll try to zip it, see if it works, and send it to her. And if it doesn't work, then I'll check out Google Docs or whatever, Google Drive. But you can share. Can't you do that with, like, isn't there whatchamacallit? You know, when you're in the cloud, when you save your documents in the cloud and you have like it's OneDrive or whatever, isn't there a way of sharing a document in OneDrive with somebody? But I don't know if you can put videos in there.
But yes, that I have actually done. I don't know how.
Okay. Can't download from YouTube except when you can.
YouTube, can LWWG have a YouTube channel and we just make it public?
Oh yeah, Lake Winnipeg Writers Group can have a channel. We can even do one for Interlake Writers Guild if we wanted to, and we could even live stream our writing sessions and stuff if we wanted to, and maybe it'll get more people virtually interested. But I don't know, some of our conversations,
I was gonna say,
we'd have to like make it like R-rated.
Oh yes.
Oh, so Lake Winnipeg Writers Group does have a YouTube channel, I believe.
Can I just upload? Oh, yes, excellent. See, Trinda's on top of these things. If it's tech, she's there.
Trinda knows. Trinda, yeah. I have disturbed Trinda many times with some technical issues, and I think the biggest one that I'm still working on, which I think I'm just stuck coding, is the whole internal link thing when I convert to an EPUB. But I've learned that, which I kind of knew there was something with this. So when you convert your Word document and you use Kindle Create to convert it to an ebook, it doesn't become technically an EPUB file. It becomes something completely different that is not compatible with any other I guess, platform. So you can't use it on Smashwords or Draft2 Digital or anything. So I was thinking maybe there's a way that I can still use Kindle Create, but go into the code and see if I can change it. But again, because it's a different file type, I might not be able to use the same software to edit it. Right, you'd probably have to have control of the channel. Somebody would have to have like a login or admin rights or whatever to control it. We can sort it. I haven't heard much from Tiffany lately, so not sure how many videos we've gotten. I have never actually looked for it. Maybe after this I'll check it out. We are down to 50 seconds left. Okay. What were you going to say, Trinda? Or Tyrant? Jeez.
I really had a channel, and I probably should have. So I should have known we had a channel. So
that's okay. I knew we had Twitter, and I think we have Instagram and LinkedIn possibly. I can't remember if it's LinkedIn that I saw.
I have a LinkedIn account. Haven't been there for years. or months, or I don't know, a while.
Yeah, I had an old LinkedIn and then I couldn't remember how to log in. So then I made a new LinkedIn, but then I called myself an author, but then I ended up linking to my coworkers. So then it became kind of for my job, but I'm supposed to make a professional one for my job and not this one. So I have to make another one for my job and then I have to separate my work. And there's our timer. So socializing time is over. No more talk, more action.
All right.
So
So do I mute something? What do I do?
yes, so on the bottom of your screen, you should have a little microphone icon that says mute. So if you click on that, then nobody will hear us typing like crazy people. Okay, so on your marks, 20-minute timer, get set, right. 3, 2, 1.
0.
Okay, everybody, fingers down. No more typing on your keyboard or writing in your books or on whatever blank paper you're writing on. All right. So, how did everybody do? What are your word counts? What'd you get, Story Tyrant?
I don't know.
Oh, you're on mute still. Oh, there you are. You don't know. Okay. I got... Where am I? I'm using two screens. So I keep going back and forth. I just, reorganize my desk, so everything's kind of backwards now. But it works better for me if I can get used to it. I got 366 out of my 400 goal. But this is exciting. In the previous sprint, I passed 30K. So now I am at 31,057 words. This is the most productive I've ever been in Nano. Yay. So who else is writing, and did anybody else get any word counts? Trinda, are you writing right now, or? And who else is? Scarlett still with us?
28.
We shall see. I know there's a bit of a time delay, so I'll give them a moment, and I will set, I think because we're, there's someone to talk to now, I'm going to put an 8-minute timer on. I'm not using the 5 minutes anymore because that gives us 3 extra minutes to socialize. You're welcome. No, anyways. All right. So for those who don't know you, why don't you tell us, Story Tyrant, what it is that you are currently writing, what genre it is?
It's The Family Man, which I believe I started back in 2010 or 2012 or sometime long ago. Anyways, I had the idea, and it's a thriller. See, I'm staying more focused. See, I'm trying really hard. It's a thriller, and it's a classical thriller. It's a nightmare that expands. Where you have the character living their world, and it just keeps the nightmare expands. So, and outside forces come into their life. So it's not a mystery at all. It is a true blue thriller.
Nice. That's exciting. I like writing thrillers, but yes, I don't have anything big out yet. But I've got the Red Crime Thriller series out there, so we'll see how that goes. And Miss Trinda is not writing. I have begun making coffee. Well, caffeine is excellent. I do not have any caffeine near me whatsoever. I did have 1 tea this morning, but I'm pretty sure soon I'm going to need some more. And open the laptop to work on currents.
Good. Were you able to use the little thing I sent you, Trinda? The little...
I don't think I know what currents is.
It's the newsletter for the Lake Winnipeg Writers Group.
Oh, that's what it's called?
It's really cool. I have copies of the original paper versions of it from years and years ago. We have a brag square where anyone who had anything published would brag, and we'd add little hints and tips and any good news from individuals, including who was traveling and who was coming home and who was looking for co-writers, or not necessarily co-writers, but people to meet up with coffee to discuss poetry or to discuss their writing projects. I thought it was a really great little newsletter. So
nice. Yeah, I'm looking at newsletters. I know Trinda probably is way more experienced than me at newsletters. So I'm looking at like an emailed newsletter. I started my own kind of template, and I'm just saving a template in Outlook and doing it myself because I don't want to do something like MailChimp that once I get to a certain point, then I'd have to start paying for the service. So I'd rather just do it all myself from the beginning so that I get into a routine and I get practiced and do a better job of it by the time I reach, 1,000 people. Still editing. Scarlett is editing. How many pages did you get through this time? I know one point you did 5. There's another point you did 3. How many did you get through this sprint? My recommendation would be to check MailerLite. I looked at that, but again, you got to pay for it. Maybe I'm really cheap. I think once I, start actually bringing in I'm planning to eventually bring in a regular income with writing and with my publishing at some point in life. Maybe then I'd be willing to pay something for that. I have to think about it though.
It's the dream. It is the dream. Hope it's free.
But does it get to like a certain point when you actually have to start paying for it? Like I know with even MailChimp, you get to a certain amount of subscribers to your newsletter, and then you have to start paying. And then there was another one that I looked at. I thought it was MailerLite, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm going to write this down with my ginormous Halloween pen. It writes in like orange ink, by the way. Okay, I'm going to look at this because, again, I started designing my own template, and I started using like some of the graphic design software to just kind of put in different headings and stuff, and then I'm just planning to populate it and send it. But I mean, I'm guessing that you kind of have to do the same thing with any other like newsletter software that you get. You probably have to sit there and type everything in anyways. But I don't know. I'll look at it and do some more research, see if I can figure it out. Okay, so let's see. We've got 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. Yeah. You're right. Do I really want to have to maintain 1,000 contacts?
That would be wonderful.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds like a lot.
Oh, okay. Yep. I already miss things every day.
So does MailerLite work through your website, or is it like something outside of your website? That's what I'm curious about. I have to look at it some more. Yes. Oh, my chair is kind of funny. So I love this chair. It's like a dark red, and it's got black borders, and it's mesh, but on the back there's like this little support cushion, but the way that it adjusts, I can't get it in the right spot, and it's kind of like at the bottom of my tailbone, like right by my hips, and it keeps putting pressure on my spine. I kind of would prefer to have it like in the middle of my back, but yeah, I can't change it, so whatever.
This is my new chair. I got it at IKEA. I can't remember. It had some weird name, and I love it. I've had a dining room chair here for years. I've been writing with one for years, so getting used to the new chair has been huge. But I can sit longer, write longer. So.
Well, that's good. That's the important thing, and I think that's why originally I got this, because I have a mesh chair at my work, and it's pretty awesome. But the mistake that I made is that this one has a mesh bottom where you sit, where the other one is cushioned.
Oh, this is cushioned. Mine's cushioned.
Yeah, that's what I should have gotten. I might have to put another cushion on it.
Yeah. My thing is my neck because of the car accidents, which is that last one, and I can't have anything that pushes my head forward.
Right.
This actually allows me to sit forward and write, which is like I like to do, but then I can sit back and I can actually take pressure off the neck.
Well, that's good. I'm glad it's a good chair.
Yes.
I think that's really important, especially when you're sitting for long periods of time. So Trenda is very much like me, so she doesn't pay for anything if I don't have to. Yeah, I'm with you. That's exactly what I do.
It's sad.
All right. So 6 pages edited. Scarlett has edited 6 pages. She's freaking awesome. Her editing, she is really fast. There's a couple of times where it was less than that, but when she edits, like she edits.
Yes.
I use SendFox. It's super basic, but it's a set rate for life. MailerLite is my favorite for using it.
Oh.
Okay. 1,000 subscribers for MailerLite. Then you pay. I've also heard good things about Sendy, but have no actual experience with it. So there's our socializing timer. So I'm going to write down also Sendy. I'm going to look at both of these. I do plan to keep my website up. Now I've got to update my my website a little bit better and change the format because it's very basic. So that is my next goal, is to, well, after Nano. I'm not going to do it this month. This month is Nano 100%. And then next month I want to look at getting the Red Crime Thriller series on print. I want to set that up as just a print on demand. I'm not going to do a big printout. I just want to do print on demand. Maybe get a few copies for here to sell. Yes, anyways, I am going to move on to our next writing sprint. So if you guys, writing/editing sprint. So I'm going to get this ready. Hit reset on my Scrivener goal. Now, one tip for the day. At some point today, make sure you save a copy of your writing on a separate location. Put it on an external drive or a flash drive. Save it. I have learned this.
Yeah. We should, and save, I save a lot. I save a lot because I have lost too much stuff.
Yeah.
I save
I think it takes a bit for everybody to learn that, right? Because
I think your second novel does it. When you're sitting there and you go to open your computer and you've lost 268 pages and yeah, and you're literally crying. Yeah. That's your second novel you've lost. That does it for most people.
Yeah, you had a tough go with that. That's I remember some conversations that we've had about that. It's I mean, I was upset about losing 2,000 words like a week and a half ago. Like, to lose an entire novel, I think I would probably feel the same way that you did, where it was just like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah. And now every time I turn the Mac on, I lose sections of my hard drive. So we're waiting until I have the new hard drive and some other stuff. And then I'm going to finish offloading stuff. And then I do it fast. And then that's it. Everything else that's left on there, I can never save.
I think I'm never ever again going to open a file directly from my external drive and write directly on my external drive. And this is sad because I have everything that I have published and anything I've ever written is all now on this external drive, and I have no other backup. So I need to start getting to that point where I have a working copy on my computer and then just have like a file that saves different points of the backup, because if it gets corrupt at some point, then you can go back to the most recent file and copy it onto your computer and start using it.
Also, update your backup drive on a regular basis, because my backup drive got corrupted by my Mac going down. Literally, it fell off the desk. The dog pulled it off. That's what started the
it's so terrible.
So the backup drive is done. So when I say when the Mac goes off the next time, like I turn it on, it's my last time. I have 400 or 500 short stories on there that were never published, all kinds of stuff. And when it turns on the next time, most of that's gone. That'll be the end of the hard drive. So please, people, save, backup, print.
Yeah, I think it's very important, especially during Nano when you're doing a big project. So I think what I'll probably do is we have a personal external drive, and then I have this external drive for myself, just for writing. So I think I might start backing up my writing drive onto the personal external drive just to be safe. The last year or the year before during Nano, I actually used the OneDrive, and I was always saving just to OneDrive, so it's like in the cloud, and so I don't have to worry about physical damage happening to it. I try to use the Dropbox for working changes, and then do a big backups to external drives every quarter or so. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, Curtis brought something called a Drobo. I think I'm saying that right. It's basically a box with a bunch of hard drives in it, terabyte hard drives, so we can now back everything up. But we can't. I can't back up from the Mac to there because it's cooked. I've tried. Yeah. So,
okay. Well,
was, I tell people save everything.
Yes, I think I should almost do a separate YouTube video just on backing up your shit. And Scarlett, I learned that this summer I lost edits on a novel and 20K of a 28K novella. I remember seeing the video. I remember watching that YouTube video when you announced what you had gone through, and I just felt so bad for you. Oh, it's a brutal feeling because you've put so much time and effort and energy into doing it, and it doesn't always stay up here, especially if you're moving forward at a fast pace. It just, once it's gone, and it's terrible. And I write first drafts by hand. Yeah, so many times I've thought about this, but I feel like it's slower, and I already have so much limited time that I'm worried that if I go to writing by hand, but I should look more into that again. And also the punctuation drives me nuts. So I think it's going to add more work, because you think about it, you use the speaker, and if the only way for you to get a period or to start a new line is by saying period or next line. So could you imagine having to talk in your story and every once in a while having to say period? She went to the store, period. She picked up some milk, period. Like, it just doesn't feel natural enough. So how could you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how you could do that. Anyways, I got more work to do on that. But hey, let's get back to being productive, and we'll do another 20-minute writing sprint. I'm not sure if we're going to do more after that. We might do one more after that, or this might be the last one. I'm not sure. How are you guys feeling? You want to go 2 more sprints or just 1 more?
2 more.
2 more? Okay, we'll plan for 2 more sprints, and then we'll call it a day after that. So we'll probably be on here for almost another hour by the time we're done. Okay, so 20-minute timer is getting ready. So get ready, get set, and write. And that would be the timer. Right on. So how many words did everybody get? Put a little comment in there. I got 291. So still not my 400 word target, but I think like in the 20-minute sprints I make 300, but in the 25-minute sprints I make 400. I don't know why that 5 minutes makes a difference. It's really weird. All right, so Scarlett has some comments here, but you go ahead, Tyra. How many did you get? Oh, I think. Oh, it was delayed. How much? Sorry, 230.
236. Yeah.
Oh, okay, awesome.
I fixed a bunch of. I had placeholders instead of names, and I went through and I replaced put the names all in that were supposed to be put in, and I had a bunch of just dashes, like little stars, which I don't think even count as words, but I had those, and I had to replace those with time and a couple names. So I did that as well.
That's awesome.
I ran to the bathroom.
That's good. Yeah, I did see that actually. Well, not that I saw you go to the bathroom, but I did see you walk away. Okay, so Scarlett says she dictates a lot. I think we looked at this one already, but you get used to it. My text messages are so grammatically correct now. And it does take practice. I have 2 videos on it. I should definitely check out those videos. I might have at some point checked it out. My friend is a doctor and was whipping off 80K manuscripts in a month, just doing it on her commute, and she convinced me to give it a go. I'm not that fast. I'm a slow writer anyway, but sometimes it helps with writer's block is I can just talk it out instead of rewriting the same sentence 12 times over.
Yes, with you there.
Here, here. Nothing like writing it. Yeah. And Trinda paid her editor. Yay! You're one step closer, and here is my dog licking me. I have. I gotcha. Okay. Paid my editor. Yes, paying your editor is very important. Yes, we have a new editor that we have been hiring of late, and she has recently gone through some educational practices, and she's doing really well. So, you know, and because when you're just starting out, you're also very affordable. You know, when you go and you hire a big time editor who's been around and edits known authors, you're going to spend so much more money than you are with somebody who is just starting out. And honestly, it also helps them because then they also get the practice and they learn what it's like to communicate with another writer. So it's been a great experience so far. And Tyrant has also been using her, or hiring her, I should say. You're not using her, you're hiring her.
Amanda, yes. Can we say the name?
Amanda.
Are we allowed to say the name?
I wouldn't say the last name, but I would just say her first name. And we haven't asked for permission if we can advertise her name or anything yet. But who knows with, you know, what her current status is right now, she might be okay with us, you know, suggesting her. I can't wait to be done with Revival.
Yes.
That will be a good feeling. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think you've been working on it for a long time, so once you get past that point and get it out there, you're going to take a deep breath, and then suddenly this whole new world of ideas and possibilities is going to open up, and you're going to be so happy using her. It was the wrong word. I'm thinking of like using the service of an editor, but I just said it wrong, and we definitely don't use Amanda. We hire Amanda, but she's also a friend, so which is great. She joins our Wednesday and Friday night sessions.
Wednesday is pro writers because we're all professional writers. Woot woot. And and Friday is Friday Night Writes.
Yes, that's something that we were talking about recording at some point. It kind of changed because now we are Skyping our meetings because of the restaurant that we normally go to has closed because of the Manitoba lockdown. I try to be optimistic. Sometimes it's a sarcastic optimism when it comes to my own stuff, but for somebody else, yes.
And what was funny is we got permission from the restaurant to film in there, and then they get shut down.
Oh, it was terrible, but I'm really hoping that like once all of this passes, we can start doing it. Oh, yes, I agree with you with that. Paying in Canadian dollars. Now, also
Yes.
something that I learned, I was before I knew Amanda was getting into the editing scene, I was looking for a professional editor. Now, I had looked at Canadian editors, but before I got to that point, I was just looking in my Facebook groups that I'm a part of for writing and self-publishing. And I saw this post. This woman was just like, I'm giving away free edits up to this many words. If anybody would like to test the waters, I'm very affordable. I only charge it was like $60, whatever US for a certain length of story. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to give her a shot. So I sent her, a section of my story, and she edited it and sent it back to me. And she goes, I have no idea what the RCMP is. And I thought about this, and I'm like, oh, it never occurred to me at that time, first time looking for an editor, never occurred to me that US is going to be different than Canadian, because it's also the spelling and some of the language and some of the titles and names that we give things might be a little bit different. And so I realized in that moment, I can't hire a US editor. I need somebody in Canada. So then I found another great editor. She doesn't do any free samples. So that was one thing I was a little bit disappointed about, but she's very experienced. We had a video meeting, and it was very good. I was very confident that we could work well together. But again, she wasn't willing to do a sample edit, so I didn't get to test her out. But she was very well educated, and her rates were much higher. And she also, because it was a side gig, she was not able to, she would slot in one project and it would take her a very long time. So she had to schedule herself. And I just felt like, okay, I want to get through this pretty quickly, so our timelines would never match up. So I just decided not to go with her. But then as soon as you said that Amanda was editing and she was taking a class, I thought, oh, okay, well, we'll try this out. And so far it's been great. There's always going to be a learning curve when you first start working with an editor as to how you communicate with each other. And my first time hiring somebody, and I really wasn't disappointed. Yep, those details are definitely important.
Like money, like you're talking about a toonie or a loony. Americans are like, what? He's wearing a tooth. A what?
Yeah, or knowing what an RCMP officer is, and just understanding those unique differences too, and just be like, she didn't know that RCMP was Royal Canadian Mounted Police and that it's a police officer. Well, being Canadian and being in the area that we are in rural Manitoba, where we have RCMP, that's the terminology that I use and I know and I'm comfortable writing with. So I don't always say, I do mention the word police in the stories as well, or cops or whatever. But honestly, they are RCMP, so it's the proper term.
It's always good when you first bring in an acronym to the very first time spell it out. So instead of saying the RCMP officer, you said Royal Canadian Mounted Police Officer came over, another RCMP officer joined him. And then that's it. You've done it.
That's a good idea. I'm going to write that down, because before I put this into print, because right now it's just an ebook, but when I put it all together into one big package, that might be something that I can differentiate at the very in red leaves, like in the first story.
Yeah. I discovered this when I had an issue with the acronym RPG. So it could be role player game, it could be rocket propelled grenade, or it could be return postage guaranteed. Well, if you're in the post, it's return postage guaranteed. I'm doing my interview for my hiring, and they asked me, what's an RPG? And I went, a rocket propelled grenade. And they went dead silent, and they just kind of looked at me.
The royal role-playing game.
Yeah, and then that was my next response. And then they're still staring at me. So, you're coming to work for Canada Post. What do you think an RPG would be? And I'm like, I don't know. Royal something? He goes, no, postage guaranteed.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I just think role-playing game. The editor I ended up going with has done work on some military and religious fiction, so she'd known the subject matter for revival. I think that's really good. That's another point too, when you're finding an editor, is finding somebody who edits the same genre that you're writing in. Because I realized that I'm also writing a nonfiction. I'm writing my Living Undiagnosed story on the side. And I don't know if Amanda would be willing to or would be comfortable with editing something that's nonfiction, because she edits fiction, and that's the course that she took. So I'm not too sure. That's something to think about. But
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No,
I
it's
just
okay.
when you're looking, even for readers, it's very important to find readers who read in your genre, but don't restrict yourself. If there's someone willing to stretch their reading, get someone who does not read in the genre as well, just because they might see things that genre readers won't catch.
That's true. That's true. I don't really know very many people that read nonfiction. Like personally, most people that I know or am associated with do not read nonfiction that I'm aware of.
You'd be surprised. You have to ask.
Yeah.
You surprised who loves my aunt, who always reads Stephen King. She has every Stephen King novel she's read. It turns out she also loves biographies, and that blew me away. I was like, I didn't realize you read biographies. She goes, yeah. So
That's cool. Okay, well, are you ready for our last sprint? 20 minutes are going on the clock. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to reset my writing timer. I am at 31,348 words. So let's take a peek here. I know there's another comment somewhere coming in. Okay, on your marks, get set, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding! There it is.
Okay. Oh. Right.
All right, our last sprint has been done. How many words did you get, Miss Tyra? Tyra?
At least 200, maybe 3. At least. 1 minute. I'm just going to try to figure it out here.
I got the same word count that you got on the last sprint, 236.
That's funny.
But I'm about halfway, if not more, done the second character. Maybe even 2/3 of the way done my second character. So I think that this character is going to be not quite as... There was a lot of storylines in the pre-made character. But I think this one is going to have a shorter storyline, and I'm not sure if that's okay. Not too sure. So, Scarlett, how did you do? Did you get some more editing done? And Trinda, how's your coffee?
What was my count last time?
236 words is what you told us before.
And the other one was, oh, it's right there. I thought I wrote it down somewhere. It's right there. Okay, 236. So in total today, I've done 7,481. No, 1,825. In total, I've done 1,825 today. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Are you going to
only
keep writing after we're done?
And then I'm going to be working on the sheets for the LibreOffice for the voices layout again. I'm so close. I'm so close. I've somehow managed to jam the headers and footers into the main body of the page. I don't know how I've managed to do that. I need to move them out. And besides that, all good.
Frustrating, eh? It'll be as long as it needs to be. That is true. It's a choose your own adventure, and like character 1 like had so many different storylines, and it was just going and going, and eventually I had to like narrow it down and like kill her different ways or send her down different paths that would lead to the same end. But the second character is in the reader's perspective, and I find it's a little bit more challenging, but I'm kind of doing better at keeping a more streamlined storyline, so it's not getting as big as it did for the first character. But maybe that's okay, because it's easier to write a pre-made character than it is to write a story for somebody you don't know. If that makes any sense. Coffee is good. I'm almost done the newsletter. Awesome. It's nice to feel like you've accomplished something. That's for sure. It would be nice if I can get to 32,000 words today, but I have to take a break and feed the fam and maybe get some caffeine, do some laundry, be a mom. And then I'll get back at her. Yeah, laundry is important, especially, well, I have today and tomorrow to do it before we're back at her. Kids go back to school.
I have laundry to do. I have like 4 or 5 loads to do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not as much as I have. So when are you supposed to get it done for? Is this like a monthly? So is this like a November 1st supposed to be date? Guess that I should do that this weekend too, is record me reading Red River Man for Tiffany for the Voices launch. I didn't see a date yet, but I think again,
I haven't sent everything back to her in a format she can use. So this is my fault. I'm delaying everything right now, and it's like this huge weight sitting on my head going, fix the page. You've got everything set up. Once you fix the page, you can just put stuff in and it's done. Just fix the page.
You just have to take a deep breath and put it out there and just finish it up. Maybe like it's hard right now because you've got Nano and you're trying to get a word count in and keep going with your story, and then you're editing your other story, Blood is Black, right? You're still working on editings for that.
I leave it last. If I don't get, I want 2,000 words a day on Nano, because I'm trying to build myself up, right? I actually wanted 3,000, but I said 2,000 a day. And I'm trying to get the other thing done, but I'm working Monday to Friday, so that sucks.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. It's understandable. I'm doing the same thing. That's why I took a couple days off this year, because I knew how much pressure it's always on me every year, where I'm doing like Scarlett knows. We write in the arenas when your kids are in hockey because you want to be there for them, but you also need to get your word count in. So, and then during the week, I just can't write during the week very much after work because I'm exhausted from being on the computer all day and looking at formulas and coding and everything else under the sun. So, but enough whining about that. Technically, we're in the fourth quarter. I was worried I hadn't sent something or missed an email.
Nope, my fault. All my fault. I thought I had everything laid out. I thought this will be fast. How hard could it be to learn a whole new program? And I discovered learning a whole new program is really hard because they don't use the same phrases. Like the phrases I'm used to that mean something, like page layout is parameter. Header and footer has stayed the same, but index instead of margin, things like this. It's like 2020.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a really big mess. That's for sure. It's hard to do stuff when you work full time. Exactly. I mean, you try and you try, and I mean that's not that not that it's good that we're on a lockdown, but it kind of encourages you to stay home, which allows you to get more accomplished. So as long as you can find a way to stay focused and encourage yourself, then hey, Charlie's here. I haven't seen you for a while. How's it going, Charlie? Thanks for stopping by. We're at the tail end here. We've done what, 4 or 5 maybe 5 sprints, I think. And yeah, we're just wrapping up, but yeah, you're welcome to hang out with us till we're done. Is it though? Is it though?
Uh-oh, is it though what?
What is that in response to, Trinda? I can't remember. Is it though? 2020? Oh, I gotcha. We were talking about being in lockdown and it kind of encourages you to stay home and be productive. Maybe that's what she was talking about.
For me, it's not a huge lifestyle change, which is horrible for me to say. The only thing that's changed is eating out. And part of my eating out is actually having the meeting, the Pro Riders meeting and the Friday night writes is actually my eating out. That's my socializing. So the fact that we can move it to online, yeah, I miss your guys' company. It's true, but I'm getting it. I'm not.
Yeah, we're having the contact and the communication. I am just lollygagging for a bit until I know what I want to do. Oh, I understand that. Been there before in between things. It's like, do I write? Do I join a chat? Do I do a live stream? Do I clean my house? Do I eat? There's so much to do. Oh boy. That's what she was talking about. Same with me. I have a better excuse now to stay home.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. That's just it. You know what? We enjoy our home time. We're gamers. We love our movies. We love our video games. We all sit here as a family, sometimes the 4 of us, and go on runs together on like World of Warcraft or Guild Wars or what's the other one that we've been playing? The kids play Terra together. We do a lot. It's kind of like a family thing to do together. Sometimes we do it on our own, and go into our own world. So for us, this is actually kind of enjoyable being on lockdown, except for the fact that we're missing out on hockey, because hockey has been a big part of our lives for the past few years, and it kind of sucks that things were just getting going, and then boom, Manitoba does a lockdown and nobody can go anywhere. So kind of sucks, but yep.
The issue I find is because I didn't work full time before, that was a shocker. Because since April till now, I've been working full time, and it's been a very high volume. It's been like Christmas rush the entire time.
Because people are getting together less and traveling less. So if you want to send something to somebody, you can't just throw it in your suitcase when you travel. You kind of have to mail it out. So that makes a big difference. And also the panic before Christmas, right? People want to mail things out or receive things that are early.
We're getting a lot of that right now. Also, a lot of people have come up to me, and I really appreciate this. They go, just to let you know, Tyra, We just started our Christmas shopping. We're ordering everything online this year. Everything's coming through the mail. We've already placed about 11 or 12 orders. Should be starting next week. And it's like, thank you for the warning. So my parcel space every morning, like Mondays and Thursdays, I'm looking between 60 and 100 parcels. And every day I'm doing between 50 and 80 parcels. So that's coming in every day. And I so appreciate the people who check every day. I just so appreciate them. They come in, and just in case, I don't know if it's here yet. I just want to check. Like, thank you, because I need the space.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I got you.
I sit there in my chair, and I'm surrounded by parcels going, please don't fall on me. If it falls on me, I'll never find me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, I haven't started my shopping now. It's funny because I normally do July, like Christmas clearances and stuff. They normally do like Christmas and July sales and things like Avon and Party Light, and I normally get like do all that shopping for like the teacher gifts and that kind of stuff first. Mm-hmm. And then I start shopping for the kids, and I make sure all the kids shopping is done in time. But I literally have not bought even one Christmas gift yet, and November is like half over. And yeah.
Changing my whiteboard has really helped. It kind of shocked me this morning. I'm in November. It's November, and
yeah, it's November. I'm glad that you did that though, because if you're not like in the right timeline in your head, then you don't do what you need to get done. But I guess we should wrap things up here, and I got to feed my family because they need to eat, other than, chips, because that's what I've been nibbling on. I'm sorry about that. For all of you watching my videos while we're doing the live streams and you see me nibbling during the writing sprints, it actually kind of helps the thinking process and helps me keep going. I don't know if it's anxiety. Maybe it's an anxiety thing. I don't know. Stress eater. Could be a stress eater. Anywho, all right. So thank you all for joining us. Oh, wait, we got another post here. Let's see. This is the year that I have been changing everything about my writing business, so I have been rethinking everything. It is hard to keep up the full-time writing when nothing is reliable right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, ain't that the truth? That's for sure. Well, I hope that everything goes well with your with the changes that you're making. Yeah, I think this has all just been a learning year for me. Learning the self-publishing process, learning how to hire an editor, learning cover design, learning YouTube, learning websites. Everything is just like this big, huge learning curve. So, but for me, with this COVID shutdown, it's actually helping me be more productive and getting things done. Yeah, it's November.
Yeah. Like, I thought it was 80's birthday's on the 20th, and I'm like, well, wait a minute, I have weeks. It's just barely November. And then, what do you mean? It's almost half over.
It is almost half over. It's scary. I feel like I'm so behind on real life stuff. I'm not behind on Nano. This is like a first. I'm at 31,584. I've never even gotten to 25K by the halfway mark. I'm normally splurging at the end to catch up. So here, Nano 2020, you are the bomb.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. I should have invited you. Oh, you were working the last 2 days.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah. But I was on vacation and there wasn't anybody to invite. Well, I could have invited Scarlett. I feel bad. I could have invited Scarlett to join me. Yeah. I did invite her to this one. I don't know if she got it, though. I sent it to her on Messenger on Facebook there, but I'm not too sure if she saw that invite or not. Oh, I see. I do actually have a response. That's hilarious. Sorry for not responding sooner. Anyways, again, I'm going to wrap things up. So have a wonderful rest of your day, afternoon, evening, night, or whatever. So see you soon, and we shall end.